Everybody, Graham here, back with the review thing. If there's one thing James loves talking about, it's
Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII. Strong-willed Tifa Lockhart.
for a change. No, it's not that, it's his Steam Deck. Now he talks a lot about this, and I'm actually kind of jealous. So I decided to make my own one. So I know that you know that this isn't an actual Steam Deck. This is in fact the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. Now the reason for this project was because I was jealous of James's Steam Deck, but I was actually looking into making a new portable handheld retro gaming machine. And I thought, you know what, mobile phones these days are actually pretty beefy. So I thought I'd kind of put this through its paces with a few emulators just to see how well it got on. So the controller I'm using here is called the Josso Mobile Game Controller. I actually got this off the Amazon for 20 quid. This was just to kind of mess about with, just to see how well things actually performed, but I did actually want a proper controller layout to test all these emulators on. So the one I was actually more keen to try was actually the PS2 emulator. Now I didn't go and try anything absolutely crazy yet until I found out this worked. So as you can see, it's actually handling Castlevania pretty well, and it handled GTA San Andreas really well, which I'm actually really excited for, because I do actually want to play this game on handheld mode. Next up, I did kind of push it a wee bit here, so this is the Nintendo GameCube. F-Zero X is possibly one of the fastest games on the system, so this was really stretching the software. And it actually worked really well. There was no problems with the game itself, there was the odd tear here and there. The only issue that I really had was with the audio. The audio just was crackling, it was out of sync, it wasn't what it could have been, but at the same time, it's a fucking GameCube emulator on a phone. Next up, I had to try the Wii. Again, this is kind of pushing it a bit. This was actually ingenious because they used the gyroscope inside the phone for the cursor. Like, people are just ridiculously clever, and I am so thankful there are smart people out there. But it handled the Wii really well. It handled this game pretty well, and this is Lost in Shadow. This is a game that's hard to get nowadays. If you pick up a copy, it's fairly expensive, but playing it on the phone was amazing. After that then, booted up some old faithful PSP to give that a bash. So I'm using the Retroarch here, and again this is a game that I've had issues emulating in the past on some other things, just with being a bit janky. Everything's obviously sped up here, but I handled this game absolutely no bother. And sticking with the PS handhelds, I actually tried the PS Vita mod. So this is the Vita 3K. This unfortunately didn't work so well. Now I don't know if it's because of the phone or if the emulator's just not quite there, but there was a lot of kind of messing around in the settings to even get the game running in any kind of capacity. It's still booted up and everything like that, which is insane. Like, playing the Vita on my phone was just, in theory, insane. And the fact that it even got this much run, but you can see there's nothing really loading here, but it is what it is. It's a fucking Vita emulator on a phone, settle down. And sticking with handhelds, Game Boy Advance. Again, this is through Retroarch. So I kind of knew the phone wouldn't have any issues with Game Boy Advance because I played Game Boy Advance on it before, and Game Boy. But again, the good thing is with all these kind of in-game enhancements and everything you can make, you can, you know, boost the anti-aliasing, smooth it, basically make it run a bit quicker. All the things just make it play a bit better. Next up, we're going to try some Sega Saturn. Again, this is through Retroarch. I kind of mind the emulator that I used itself, but everything ran like butter, surprisingly. I'm actually surprised how well this ran. Playing some Mega Man here, no issues, no stuttering, music was brand new, everything was fantastic. The funny thing is, I've actually recently sold on the Sega Saturn that I had, that I recapped and everything like that, because there was nothing really on it that keeping me to the console. Like, there was nothing really, you know, that I'd be like, oh, I must play this game. And now after that, I had to try the Dreamcast, and my, oh my, the Redream emulator is unbelievable. How well this works on the phone is bananas. I tried Crazy Taxi, this is the kind of go-to test game. No problems. There's the odd kind of issue here with the music, but it was kind of crackling off and on, but it wasn't anything kind of mind-blowing or anything like that. Next up, I tried Dolphin Blue. So Dolphin Blue, like I've said before, this is like Metal Slug meets Echo the Dolphin. It's a fast-paced side-scroller shoot 'em up, and it's amazing. And again, there were zero issues running this on the phone. So next up here, I tried some of the actual streaming to the device. Now this is the Steam Link, so this is where the whole Steam Deck thing came from. I just wanted to see how well I could actually stream Steam to my phone over Wi-Fi, and it was actually surprisingly good. It was actually really good. It may be because I was only 5 feet away from my router at the time, but I was playing Resident Evil 2 after recording this, walking around the house, and there wasn't any issues. There was the odd kind of delay here and there, but it wasn't anything game breaking or anything like that. So streaming to this phone with this handheld is basically what made the Steam Deck for me. So, next up, this is just something funny that I thought I would try. This is the Castlevania Simon's Destiny. So this is actually a Doom mod that can run on the phone. So it's using an app called Delta Touch that basically lets you load in all these Doom mods and all these different mods over it. And I just had to try this. I couldn't believe I actually managed to get this, or this is even a thing, to be honest. The reason this idea kind of popped into me is because James was saying you can install or run exe files, so I was trying to see if there's something similar I could do because I was itching to play this game on the phone. I thought it would be so fucking cool. The Delta Touch thing lets you run it all, everything like that, so it's fucking bang on. Listen, I'm going to call it a day here. This was just a bit of fun. If you're into kind of these handheld gaming things, please let me know. If you've got your Steam Deck, please let me know. Please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.